I don't see any reason to say the words illegal alien in my company, but I did make a podcast episode about it. Would I be offending someone in the company now if Maryland had that law? Could I be fined $250,000? I don't know. Sounds obscene, right? Sounds ridiculous. But guys, every single day our government are passing rules and laws now that make the obscene, what was 10 years ago obscene, a reality. Too many times as entrepreneurs ignore what's happening in the political world because we don't want to get dragged down into the mess. But more today than ever before, we need to have a voice. Otherwise, we're going to be left behind. I started Lurn exactly for this reason. So starting today with Freedom Friday, let me be your voice. What's up, you crazy fighting entrepreneurs? This is your favorite person, Anik Singal, back with your favorite series. And that is called Freedom Friday. That's right. Today we have a really interesting topic. I don't know how I feel about it, so I'm just going to throw this out there, but it's weird. It just feels weird. All right. So in this topic, I ended up looking up the word alien. Really interesting when I found the true definition of the word alien. It's not what we think when we hear the word alien. But before we get into all of that, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go to lurn.com, Lurn.com, and sign up for your free lifetime account to the best entrepreneurial education site in the world. We are going to be putting 10 million entrepreneurs from all over the world into that platform and connect you all over the world because, as I always say, we cannot lean on our government to save this world. Trust me, they will solve zero problems. You want to solve problems? It's going to be us entrepreneurs. The more connected we get, the more solutions we build. So go to Lurn.com. We got amazing training, amazing things coming out. Just go there, sign up for your free account. All right. Now that we've got the promo out of the way, today's episode is titled New York City will fine $250,000 for saying the term illegal alien. I can't even get through the title without kind of laughing. Okay. So I want to, first of all, by the way, if you want to see where I picked this up, it's a reason.com article. It's true. I cross-checked it. It's being mentioned across many major media sources. So you can go to anikpodcast.com, ANIKpodcast.com, and grab the link to the article that I'm going off of. I really don't know how to feel about this. Man, are we starting to really dip into the First Amendment, ladies and gentlemen. So now the government is going to tell us what we can say and not say. We are starting to take this idea of offending people to such an extreme level that it's scaring me. Because, first of all, $250,000, isn't there something in our laws that says justified punishment? I forgot what it's like, unjust punishment or like just punishment. Like the punishment should match the severity of the crime. So now there's two words that I use that apparently are so criminal that I could be fined with $250,000 freaking dollars. So, okay, New York City, I think you're kind of treading on water here. It's weird, man. First Amendment would say have freedom of speech. So I don't think it's cool that you could start to fine me for my speech. But having said that, here's the only place where I'll kind of give New York City a little bit of a pass card or a little second thought. They did say, it's very clearly written in this article also, that just because like you walk down the street and you see someone and you point at them and say, illegal alien, that's not enough. That's not going to get you the fine. They are speaking very specifically to workplace, school, like places where harassment laws would apply. I'm trying to look for the exact place where they mentioned, like tenants. So this is workplace harassment, tenants' rights, and public accommodation. Sorry, it's not even school. Workplace, tenants, and public accommodation. Now, they say that this law or these fines would only apply if what you're doing really means you're truly harassing someone. Now, this is where the problem lays. Who defines what the heck that is? So here's why I started the episode by saying, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, is it okay? Maybe it's okay. So let me look at it from the eyes of the people who made the law. Let's say we're here, right, at Lurn. We have a workplace. And first of all, we wouldn't hire someone who's undocumented or someone who's not allowed to work here. We have an entire research process that goes through that. But let's just say for some reason we had, I don't know how we would, but let's say we had someone who would designate legally as an illegal alien, because that actually is a term, by the way, like it's in the government documents, just FYI. So it's weird that using it is considered so highly offensive that there's fines involved. But again, I'm digressing here. So if I just found out that one of my team members is going around calling another team member an illegal alien and it's upsetting the other team member, I would definitely intervene and say, hey, stop it. Just like I would intervene if one of my team members was calling another team member a whatever. I mean, the point is, if one of my team members is upsetting another team member by using some words, I would step in and tell the other team member, hey, listen, stop it. You're upsetting this person. It's creating a hostile work environment. Don't do it. And if they didn't listen, I would relieve them of their duties, of their job, because I don't care what it is, right? You don't want to create a hostile work environment. Like, I'm totally down for that. I get it. Freedom of speech in a workplace can't be pulled to such a level that it starts to create an uncomfortable work environment. That's where I, as a private company, have the right to protect my work environment, and I would relieve that person of their job and just say that they weren't listening to the rules, they were being unruly, then creating a hostile work environment. I like that. That makes sense. So the word illegal alien seems to be creating a massive, like, just this, oh, how is it possible? Like, it's so offensive. Oh my God, I'm so upset. Okay, if that's happening and it truly happening in a workplace and someone really is an illegal immigrant, they're working in a company and they really are being called an illegal alien, it's really upsetting them, then I think it'd leave it to the company that they should address that, just like they would address any other offensive situation happening. But to then say it would be fined by the government for up to $250,000, now we are truly getting into a really rough place. So, okay, hey, I call you a blonde and offends you. But, like, see, I'm just saying, like, if someone's an illegal immigrant, they're defined as an illegal alien by the documentation so far set forth by the government. So it's just like if you have blonde hair, you're a blonde. But that offends you. Can you fine me? Are we going to get to a place? Are we moving into a place where that becomes a finable offense? Because I know, I'm pulling it too far. I get it, but that's the thing. That's how law works. You set precedents, and precedents is what lawyers use to extrapolate new laws and new penalties. So are we going down that road? I believe we kind of are. And it's weird. Okay. So personally, I'll leave it to you to make your decision, but this is a truthful thing happening in housing situations and in workplaces. Using the term as whatever, there's no specific definition, but if you're creating a hostile environment and if you're using the term to be looked upon as harassment, you could be fined up to $250,000. So now there's a big outcry, and I think rightfully so, about how this impacts our First Amendment. So far, it's only New York City, but we know how it works. It's going to roll out. I swear to God, it's going to roll out to other cities, and I just wonder what's going to happen. Okay, now, we got that. The word alien. So I'll tell you a funny story. My wife, she's a legal immigrant, right? She moved here from India. We got married. We did it the right way. It's now been 5+ years. She will be getting her citizenship soon. Yay! It's awesome. The reason I'm so excited is we won't need visas to travel to 95% of the world, and we could just pick up our bags and go. That is so awesome. By the way, for those of you who have American passports, you do not know the great luxury that you have. We have to plan our trips months in advance. She has to apply for visas. We get rejected sometimes. It's crazy because she's on an Indian passport. So she's going to get her U.S. citizenship. It's taken us many years. We've done it exactly the way we should do it, the right way, didn't violate any laws. As a matter of fact, it was so complicated for us to make this happen. It changed the way we got married. I could not give my wife the big grand wedding that she had dreamt of. We had to get engaged, and I had to bring her here, and then I took her to the courthouse, and it was like my uncles and aunts and her and I, and we had the most uneventful wedding. But that was what we had to do to be within the legal structure and to do it all right. That's what we did, and that's what we did. It's fine. It's the way to do it, right? But she gets her documentation back when she got her engagement, like when we got engaged, and she got her fiance visa, and she was called a legal alien. And I'll never forget the look she had on her face. She's like, what? Why am I called this? Like, why would you use the word alien? And I remember I burst out laughing. And I think the joke I had made was like, see, even the US government agrees with me. But do we ever actually think of what the real definition of alien is? Believe it or not, every time we hear the word alien, we think of extraterrestrials. We think of like aliens, like funky looking, big-eyed, bug-looking things. But I actually went to, this for the first time ever, because I was really intrigued by this article. So the first time ever, I log on to Webster. Check this out. Definition of alien, entry number 1 of 3. The first definition. Belonging or relating to another person, place, or thing. Relating, belonging, or owning allegiance to another country or government. That was the second definition. Foreign. That's what alien means. It doesn't mean bug-eyed, crazy extraterrestrials. I mean, eventually it covers that, but the actual sense of the term is to belong to another government or foreign country. So we really shouldn't be offended by it. Change the definition in the Webster's then. So I'm just going to play devil's advocate here. So I thought this was funny. I never knew that. I really thought aliens meant, like, up until now, I am 36 years old, and this is what I thought. Mind blown today when I did the research, and hopefully maybe your mind is blown too. The actual definition of alien is not what we think. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let me play devil's advocate for a moment. All right, alien technically actually means belonging to another foreign country. It's defined that way. And illegal means you shouldn't be here. You can either be legal or illegal. There is no mid-ground. That's the thing. It's kind of black or white. Like, either you're legally allowed to be here or you are not. And if you're not, you're an illegal. So I'm just going to pick up that term. I know it offends us, and I kind of get it. It's a little bit of a rough term, but illegal, alien. You're illegally in the country and belong to another country. That's really the technical definition of it. So should we really be fining for that? And if we do, where does that lead us to? What other words and terms could we start fining ridiculous amounts of money for? I got to tell you, honest to God, I'm petrified sometimes of running a company in this country, because God knows what I'll say. Sometimes I don't know. You're just talking. You don't mean to offend people. Joking, but it's getting kind of weird out there now. I wouldn't really, I don't see any reason to say the words illegal alien in my company, but I did make a podcast episode about it. Would I be offending someone in the company now if Maryland had that law? Could I be fined $250,000? I don't know. Sounds obscene, right? Sounds ridiculous. But guys, every single day our governments are passing rules and laws now that make the obscene, what was 10 years ago obscene, a reality. We can't sit by. We have to have an opinion on this. What are we doing? Is this impacting our First Amendment? Freedom of speech, man. That's what this country is all about. Like, do we really want to let that go? So we have an attack now on the rights to bear arms. We've never talked about that in this series, and maybe we won't. I don't want to get there. And now we got something going on with freedom of speech. What's going on, America? Think about it. That's all I got to add. All right? So I don't know. I don't have an opinion. I'm just a little worried. What's your opinion? So if you're watching this on YouTube, come on, leave me an opinion below. What do you think? Hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up icon, hit the bell icon. We put up awesome videos all the time here on YouTube. If you're listening to me on my podcast, go to anikpodcast.com, ANIKpodcast.com. Please leave us a great review on iTunes, 5 stars only. Yes, of course, come on. And spread the message about this amazing podcast to everybody you know. Let's grow this community, and let's do it together. And of course, listen, I've got over 100 amazing episodes about all kinds of topics: entrepreneurship, internet marketing, digital marketing, Freedom Fridays, all this stuff. Go to anikpodcast.com, ANIKpodcast.com. This is Anik Singal reminding you, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back, freedom fighters. Let's do it. Come on. All right. This is Anik. I'm going to see you inside Lurn Nation, LURN.com. Until next time, go out there and fight for your dreams. Talk to you later.
Thanks for listening to The Fighting Entrepreneur with your host, Anik Singal.